A rock is thrown upward at 4 feet per second from a building 56 feet high. Find the time it takes for the rock to hit the ground. Use the formula h equals negative 16t squared plus v sub 0 times t plus h sub 0, where h is the final height in feet, t is the time of travel in seconds, v sub 0 is the initial velocity in feet per second, and h sub 0 is the initial height in feet of an object traveling upward. So we'll begin by substituting some values into this formula that we're told here in the opening paragraph. We know that the rock will be traveling at a velocity of 4 feet per second, so v sub 0 will be 4, and we are already initially 56 feet off the ground due to standing on top of this 56-foot building. So our initial height, h sub 0, will be 56. So substituting those values into our formula, we currently have h equals negative 16t squared plus our initial velocity, as stated, was 4 feet per second. So v sub 0 will be 4 times t, and our initial height, 56. Now we're being asked to come up with, find how long does it take, how many seconds until the rock hits the ground, meaning the final height would be 0. Rock hitting the ground means that we have an overall height of 0 feet. So we're going to let h equal 0, and we're going to solve our quadratic equation, negative 16t squared plus 4t plus 56. So go ahead and we'll solve this quadratic equation. We see that the greatest common factor on the right-hand side would be negative 4. So let's factor out a negative 4, and we are left with the quantity 4t squared minus t minus 14. And then this quadratic factor can be factored further, leaving us with negative 4 times the two quantities, 4t plus 7 and also t minus 2. And we'll go ahead and set each factor equal to 0. We will not set negative 4 equal to 0. However, 4t plus 7 could equal 0, or t minus 2 equals 0. And when we solve each of these equations, on the left we'll subtract 7 divided by 4, giving us t equals negative 7/4, or adding 2 to both sides, t equals positive 2. Now recall that t is the number of seconds that will go by. So therefore we cannot have a negative number of seconds transpire. So we have to throw out the negative solution. Therefore the final answer to this problem is 2 seconds.